Womanhood. Super, ain't it? You make a house a home, you're effortlessly beautiful, and manage tons of responsibility. Best part is, everyone knows you can do it. They don't even ask. They don't offer help. You just do it. Every day you get to use your superpowers to save the world. Isn't it great to have a cape? I'm over it. Women are the superheroes that save the world. We know it all, do it all, and be it all. But here, we just talk about it all. Welcome to the Surviving Superwoman Show, where we take the capes off and tell our truth.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Surviving Superwoman Show. It's your girl, Missy. I'm so happy to be back and in a room with everybody. We got a full house today.
Okay.
So who I got over here?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Des. What is up, y'all? I missed y'all.
I missed y'all, too.
So we got some very special ladies in the building with us. So today, DJ couldn't be with us. She's a little under the weather.
Shout out to DJ. We miss you.
Shout out to DJ. We miss you. Mama, enjoy yourself. Put your feet up. Put them babies to work over there. But in the meantime, we got some really cool ladies in the room. We had to call some of our Golden Girl friends to come and hang out with us a little bit. So first, I'm going to start across the table from me. Who do I have over there just looking all beautiful?
Hola familia, it's Gabriella, back with another episode. So excited to be here today.
All right, Gabriella. Hola. Yes.
Okay, let's give it. Hola, familia. What you say?
On.
Yeah.
Hello, family.
Hey, family.
Come on, family.
I know a little Spanish. I took a little bit of high
That's
school.
all I
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Yeah, for sure.
That's all I know. Well, thank you so much for coming back. I
Always.
love when Gabriella is here.
Right, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotta say the full name on them.
Okay.
Because, you know, Gabby gonna always give us the tea. So I just absolutely love her.
Yes.
Okay, so then who I got to my right over here?
Y'all friend Jen.
Hey, friend Jen.
Hey, friend Jen.
This is your second time back, too.
I'm excited.
So both of these ladies were actually guests on previous episodes of this season. So make sure you check those out. Jen's episode was about new beginnings, and Gabriella's was about being professional while black. So check those out. They're two really great
Yes,
episodes.
ma'am.
That's why they're back.
Yep.
So today, well, before we go into it, I'm gonna let Missy go into the mental health check-in.
Yep. So as you guys know, every episode we have to do the mental health check-in. So the mental health check-in is just 3 words just to say how you doing, how you feeling, what's going on with you, okay? So basically we'll go around the table. Each lady will say 3 words for their mental health check-in, okay? We try to keep it at 3 words. We be some chatty patties, but we gonna get it together, all right?
Today.
So,
Amen.
anybody want to volunteer to go first, or y'all gonna make me call on y'all? Jen, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
They're hearing one
3
right
words.
on
Yep. That's why I love
I
Jen.
just wrote it down. Eager,
Okay.
impatient, and ready.
Okay. So you at the start.
I got so many questions.
I know. She on her mark.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ask later. I'm gonna ask them later.
I know. I wish you on
I
topic.
know.
I asked now.
I know.
Okay. All right. Gabby, what are your 3 words? How you doing, boo? How you doing?
You know, I always love to say I'm fine, but I think I'm a bit overwhelmed with working life sometimes, you know, but still excited and still blessed. Like, honestly, the good outweighs the bad.
Okay.
I love that.
You know, and the thing is, the Surviving Superwoman show, overwhelmed is a theme, okay? Like, we often feel overwhelmed. And it's not something that we should run from. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But we got to do some reorganizing and some talking and some...
I think, honestly, maybe I'm just whelmed. Like, I don't know that I'm over or under. I'm
I
just
like
whelmed.
that. I like that.
I've said that before.
Oh, yeah, she said
I've
that.
been there
Whelmed.
before. I've been whelmed before. Because this is the thing.
It got to be a
Whelmed.
T-shirt. Whelmed. I'm not
Whelmed.
over. I'm not over. I'm just whelmed. The fuck?
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Okay, so Des, how you doing? What's your 3
New
words?
Golden Girls merch. Whelmed.
Whelmed.
How am I? My 3. I am. Numb is not the right word. Like, I'm just kind of here.
I was going to say floating, yeah.
Yep, floating / here, existing, something. Just kind of in the middle.
It's just in this bitch.
Blah, in this bitch. That's one. Tired. I cannot shake my tiredness. Oh my God. I know why, and I didn't handle it right. I had a big project. The anxiety was moving for a really long time, and it drained the shit out of me. So I like, and it's taking a while to come back, and it's my fault because I didn't handle it right.
Okay.
I just let it take me over. So, tired, and then the other one is child blah.
Motherfuckers just don't know.
Just blah.
We just in this bitch.
in this bitch.
I feel you.
Blessed and highly favored, but in this bitch.
Right.
Amen.
How am I doing?
What are yours?
Is that a word?
I'm here.
Like, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. I'm okay. I'm a champ. I'm just taking it as it comes. I'm a champ. And I am figuring it out. That was like 10 words. But I just...
So you're whelmed as well.
I'm lacking vocabulary. Number one, the fuck. But no, it's just been like a lot going on.
Yeah,
you know, and not necessarily to the point where I'm like at a breaking point or nothing. It's just like I'm sitting on the side of the freeway and watching cars just crash.
Shit just don't stop.
Yeah, like, you're just like, wow.
Looking at the imaginary camera.
Motherfuckers is really crashing out.
You're not going to ever stop.
I literally be looking at the imaginary camera sometime in life.
The third wall.
Yeah.
Just break. I have to look.
No, I have to break it. Yeah. Because some of the stuff, I'd be like, does
Am
anybody
I the
else?
only one?
Anybody else see this?
But yeah, that's where
Am
I'm
I
at with
punked?
it.
Like,
Am I being punked?
Ashton, where are you?
Ashton.
Hello. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. But you know, once again, we surviving superwomanhood. It's just a circumstance
Never
put on
ended.
us, and we just trying to get through the shit somehow, some way.
Child.
However, though, we still beautiful, capable, and we can turn it around. So let's get.
Or we don't. Or we just
Let's
sit
get
for another
unwhelmed.
minute.
You know.
Not underwhelmed, because you still want the shit to be getting it. But unwhelmed. I don't fucking know.
You know, rest
Satisfied.
is also resistance.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's what they say.
Rest is the most radical thing.
It seemed like rest is resisting me.
Very
The fuck?
radical.
Resisted me.
Yeah. But
That's a
that's all right.
conversation.
That's all right. But thanks, ladies, for being vulnerable in the mental health check-in. I know the days are just going by, but we're going to get through them. All right. So, Des, can we get the introduction of the topic? Can you tell us what we're talking about today? Because it's a really good, happy topic, I think.
Yeah. So one of the best ways to cope with all this crap that we got going on is to really hone in on our relationships and love the people around us and love ourselves and just really dig into love. Like, I feel like as a surviving superwoman, like, you can be in love, you can have loving relationships, but like, that's one of the things I feel like that kind of get pushed to the side, like, because the rational spaces just pop out, right? You gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's
a place of no control. Love feels like a place of no control, which is the opposite of what superwomen, like where they thrive. You know what I mean? Like when you're surviving superwomanhood, you want to control a lot of things, and love is just not a space where you have a lot of control.
Well, that and it's just not. It's very whimsical. Like it's just not hardcore. It's not concrete,
and it don't make sense a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's just and that's with your friends, that's with your man, that's with your boo, that's with your mama, that's whatever relationship. It's just a very whimsical thing. It operates in emotions. It operates in these spaces that are not 2 + 2 = 4. Like in the world of love, 2 + 2 = 7. And there's just no explanation
Or infinity.
Okay, twice.
And beyond, baby.
And then it might come back and equal 0. You never know. Like, it's just kind of how it works.
What the fuck?
As the true superwomen that we are, it's very important for us to be able to still break down something as whimsical as love into something that our crazy selves can understand. So today we thought it was important to talk about love languages. Because just period, love languages are just a really cool thing. And for me, it really kind of broke my world open when I really got into it and really realized what it was. So Gary Chapman created, he wrote this book. He's an author, a journalist, and a pastor, the big thing. Forgot about that one.
He got like a talk show or radio show.
Yeah. So he came up with these 5 love languages, and everybody kind of puts themselves into this category, and it kind of teaches you and your partner and your friendships, relationships. I actually think it works with everybody. Coworkerships, all of it.
And your relationship with yourself, too.
Absolutely. But it kind of teaches you how to love, how people prefer to be loved, how to show different love, things like that. So it's 5 different categories. The 5 are quality time, acts of service, gifts, eyebrows, words of affirmation, and physical touch. And so I see a lot of people out in the world and they're like, my love language is travel. Like, no, it might be quality time. You know what I mean? Like, just stuff like that. It might fit. Like, I think everybody's fit into, like, mine is food. Like, yeah, it's probably more like acts of service or quality time, or it might even mean physical touch while y'all eating. Like, you never know. But
getting freaky with them strawberries and whipped creams and shit.
I'm saying? Like,
I already know the tea.
Okay. But I just think that love languages is just an amazing, powerful coping mechanism to have in this crazy world.
And it's a way to communicate
control.
Something that seems unexplainable.
Yep.
Like, for a long time, it was hard for me to explain why this thing matters more than this thing, even though the intention behind what a person is doing might be the same.
Yep.
The way you communicate the love with a person really matters.
It does.
And so it gives us a way to articulate it and kind of bring it back to a logical place for all these emotions that kind of don't always make sense. But this is a good way to make sense of it. So
Yep, absolutely.
And it stood the test of time. We've been talking about love languages for years. I mean, how long ago did he write that book?
I don't even remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. I studied it in
It's
college.
like
and I'm old.
a learned, a learned treatise at this point. A treatise.
I studied it in college. I'm old. I'm old. So, old. We ain't gonna go.
She's not that old.
But old.
She's not that old.
Girl, anyway.
I'm old enough that it's been years.
Anyway, so
I've been here, living here. Okay.
I wonder what people did before they knew about these love languages.
Argue.
I was just okay.
We argue now that we know them.
Just took the words out of my mouth. I be arguing knowing them. Okay, with the love language. My love language is acts of service.
And niggas be like, yeah, okay.
You
You hungry? You want something from the stove?
Well, there's also a difference too in the way that you like to receive love languages
Absolutely.
and the way
and what you give.
Yeah, and those could be different.
Yes. So it's easily between 2 people, 4 different love languages can be floating around.
Man, I need all these motherfuckers. So.
Agreed.
10.
Agreed.
People hate when you say.
We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. But
okay. You do first.
Yeah. Before we get into it, because I know how with the super women, we get on here, we care about appearances and everything else. But this is not the place for it. Okay. We taking the capes off in this room, and we gonna talk about the love languages we need to talk about.
I should have brought some capes.
Girl.
Oh, we definitely have them.
We you know what I'm saying. So we gonna take the capes off. And we're going to talk about our love languages. And we're going to be unapologetic about it. So don't be saying what you think people want you to say. Give the real tea, okay?
Yeah.
So everybody's going to take their time and repeat after me. I'm going to go first. Then we just go around the table like that, okay?
We should all say it together. No? Okay, sorry.
Okay. Well, I can do a pastor.
Teacher, okay?
I'm about to say I can do a pastor style.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Saints, repeat after me.
Let's go.
I am not a superhero.
I am not a superhero.
I am taking my cape off.
I am taking my cape off.
Amen.
Amen.
And my only obligation is to tell my truth.
The only obligation is to tell my truth.
Amen. God is good.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I like that.
So, let's get into it. Let's talk about some superpowers and some kryptonite.
It feels so much more powerful saying it together.
Yeah, maybe we should start doing that.
Sorry.
I'm
being
being
like
like capes. We gotta take
the
them
mama.
off.
Girl, keep that cake.
I got some
That was
capes. You
so
know,
I know
got
you
some.
do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, all right. So let's talk a little bit about
superpowers because we are super women at the end of the day. So what is your superpower in relation to your love language? Like, what's your love language superpower? So my love language for me is like physical touch, you know. So I think when it comes to that, like, I'm a really good hugger. I think I give good hugs. I don't know if it's the titties or what, but the hugs be getting.
I'm sure they
Do
help.
you give everybody, do you give everybody the same hug?
No.
You can't do
You
that.
give a church
No,
hug?
you can't do that.
Sideways hug, church hug.
No, it's like I either hug you or I don't. Like,
okay.
I don't even like people like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But yeah, I give good hugs.
I be giving outside hugs. You know.
I do too. You gotta give a church hug every now and then.
You gotta, yeah.
Yeah, but I think so. When it comes, I think that's my superpower. Like, I give good hugs because I'm a physical touch person.
I love that.
So if I take time to hug you, I try to make it warm.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's
good.
I like
Joy
that.
does that.
She
We
sure
got
does.
this
I
lady
thought
who
about
work with
that.
Joy. She do that.
My favorite thing is when I feel a person because you know, like after like it's like a little time frame.
Yep, and people
where
pull
motherfuckers
away.
ready to let go.
Yeah, that's how
Bring your ass
that's how I am.
We breaking that.
I get the pat and I pat
We
you back.
breaking that. Yup.
Hug
Yup.
is done
And
here.
if I know you going through something, I'm good for the rug.
Okay.
Oh, listen, don't give me the rock. Don't give me the rocky, you baby. We hugging.
That's the church.
We in this thing.
Church.
You all
hug and
right?
rock.
Is you all right?
You're nuts.
Her.
I love that. I love that.
So yeah, it's the hugs.
I'm screaming. So I have a tie between my love languages, but what I think is true on my giving and receiving end is quality time. And I do feel like that is my superpower. I feel like as an extroverted person, as a person who's able to like see other people's lights, quality time and emphasis on quality, I feel like I do a really great job of holding space for people when we're in space together.
Yeah.
And you will always
Love
feel
that.
the love from me. And like because of that, we will always be solid or locked in no matter where we are in the world.
Love it.
That's real.
That
That's
is
real.
good.
I've
That's
been friends with Gabby for years. That's very true, actually.
Thank you.
I think
Listen,
so, too.
when she in the room, baby,
Yeah, we locked in. We're here.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow,
and it's gonna be good vibes.
Yeah, it
Good
is.
vibes.
Yeah.
It is.
Good
Now, you
vibes.
might not see her for a month.
right.
But when you see her,
But when you see her,
she got you.
I got
be
you.
there.
Yeah.
Not
I-
always there when you
I
call,
agree.
but always on time.
Okay. Every time.
Okay,
Literally. Oh my
With
god.
all the supplies that's needed. Everything.
And ideas, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
Period.
everything.
Yep.
Okay. I love that. Jen, what's your superpower in relation to your love language?
Acts of service. So I give a lot. I give everything. I can feel somebody needs something, or I watch. Nobody have to tell me that they need something. I give it. So after giving for so long, I be like, dang, I need somebody to give me. So I just give. I give whatever without people asking.
That's such a good.
Sometimes I overdo it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I overdo it. That's me.
Well, I'm going to ask that question in a minute.
But before that though, I do want to say being able to anticipate other people's needs is a beautiful skill.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And like
Thank you.
people who are able to do that are some of like the people who make you feel so
The most
loved.
wonderful people
The
in the
people
world.
who
Yeah.
just give you what you need without you having to ask. That is like
man.
divine power to me. No shade. Like that's
No,
crazy.
yeah.
It's
She
a
is-
beautiful thing.
Let me write
It's a
down the
beautiful
kryptonite to that
thing.
though.
She is like
Don't start that-
outrageously like she gonna give it all. I be
Yeah.
like, come on, friend.
Yeah, but
Give.
it's like if you have somebody like that in your life, it's really a beautiful thing.
It
you.
is.
Thank
Anticipating your needs.
Yeah.
That's like the type of love that parents give type shit.
Absolutely.
That's a
Yeah.
loving
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah.
And protect them
That's
at all
true.
costs, right?
Yep.
Like they got to be
Yep.
protected at all costs.
Absolutely, yes they do.
So my superpower, so my receiving love language is words of affirmation. And so because of that, my superpower is I am really a human cheerleader, like a real life everyday cheerleader. It's so funny because like my supervisor describes me like that to rooms of hundreds of people. Like that she be like, oh, she's the cheerleader. Like that's her. Because I really do believe in like, go, you can do it. Do this. Like sink that ball. Like that's really
that's
me.
so
like,
cute.
like when you think about cheers, like
Yeah.
that's so
World's
cute.
greatest hype woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like
yes.
that cheerleader too.
That's really
Yeah.
that's really who I am. So I go around like great job and good and just encouraging people. Yeah, that's my superpower. Like when you don't think you need it, like I be at work like, all right, Crystal, all right, floors, they squeaky clean. Like, you know, like that's legit.
do.
Like I see you I see you clean my room. It looks real good. Like that's me all the time. So I'm gonna give you a pep talk whether you want it or not. So that's my superpower.
I feel that.
That's
Okay.
good.
All right.
So what is your kryptonite? What is the thing that like knocks you out due to your love language? Like what's how do you be fumbling because of it?
I'm the opposite of Jen. Like Jen is a need anticipator. Baby, you got to tell me what you need. Now I'm gonna come through. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of those people like communicate to me what I can do for you, what you need, how to show up for you, and I'm there. You know what I mean? And if I make a mistake, I'll do my best to make it up.
Agreed.
But just being able to just like anticipate other people's needs on my own unprovoked.
Yeah.
I could be MIA with that sometimes. Like I would just, I'm more of a person like, let me know what I can do. Like
Gotcha.
more than willing. I'm not selfish, not stingy or nothing, but I'm closed mouths don't get fed. You better say something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which I could fumble like that sometimes.
I got you. Yeah.
I like that.
Especially around other superwomen, because egos, a closed mouth is a superwoman thing. But yeah, but it don't need to be. So
Right.
I appreciate that.
No, I like that. I think like I don't ever always know what to do sometimes when it comes to physical touch or words of affirmation, but I think the hardest with physical touch. Especially because I don't know. I just feel like, boundaries and touching. And to be honest, I only like to be touched by people that I like or that I mess with. Like if I don't really don't touch me. And I'm really big on that. Like I just don't like. So I don't always know if like someone needs to be touched or
How to touch them.
Right. Or what that even looks like in different forms. Y'all know like that one post that has like the tacos in all forms of like love languages.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's so hard for me to understand sometimes people with physical touch. And I find that so funny because more often than not, a lot of men's love languages is physical touch.
Yep.
And
They don't say it.
outside of sex,
They don't even
like
know it.
how do I make you feel good? Like outside of sex or massage.
That's the conversation.
Baby. Come on now.
I don't know.
Come on.
So I've done
See,
a lot of
I
research.
like when the real shit leak out. That's why we telling y'all to take that motherfucking cape off. Cause
That right there, baby.
hey, that was deep.
Some of them don't like to say it though. They don't like to say they want to rub their feet on you and touch you, and they want you to touch them.
They don't want to tell you they want to be the little
Like,
spoon.
why you can't say it?
They want you to slide up on their booty.
That's a
They want you to slide
Rub
up.
their legs. Rub me
legs,
down. Why
rub
you
me
can't say it?
down.
Why you can't say you want me to
Can
rub
you
you
please
down?
rub my hair? Baby, I'm
Why you
tired.
don't tell me
That's
you
what
want me
they
to rub you down?
Yeah.
Say it.
Niggas like being a little spoon.
So it
Put your titties on my back, ma.
and I already know what they're gonna
What you
say.
think? What?
But like, is it even sex all the time? It might not.
No,
I feel like
that's
it's
the
not.
I think it's like the mama. I think it's like mommy.
Because everybody wants sex. You know what I'm saying?
I am
but-
100% guilty of, in my younger years, confusing my physical touch love language with sex.
Yes.
100% guilty of
Yeah.
that. Like, because I'm a physical touch person
Yeah.
for real. And so it took me a minute to understand. Because like I would have a boyfriend, I'd be so in love, and I just want to hump him all the time. And like you know what I'm saying?
No, facts.
Like for real.
Yep.
And then he'd be like, "Girl, I only got one dick. I got one dick.
I got class tomorrow. Shit.
I need my legs. I play sports. What the fuck, girl? I
Yeah.
can't be doing this all motherfucking night.
And
You know what I
feel
mean?
away.
You really just want to
And it would feel like
held.
yes, it would feel like rejection to me a little bit, and I would feel some type of way because I was young and just didn't know
Yeah.
that the love language. Listen, and now, can you just rub my hair, please? Just
Rub my
my
booty,
scalp,
rub my
scratch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I, you know what I mean? Like, and now I've kind of learned the difference. But to your point,
Yeah.
that's confusing. And I'm sure a lot of men, because they don't necessarily explore who they are emotionally that
Yep.
far,
Yep.
they might not realize that it's not sex. It's
yeah.
you want to be touched, held,
Yeah.
rubbed
Because
on.
they ain't going to turn sex away.
Well,
You
But
know,
why
so-
though?
but
Why
yeah.
is it that they want that? I think it's like mommy.
I mean, I don't know.
Mommy. I
So
want my
another
mommy
thing
to
that
walk.
I've learned in my research is that like when you're trying to like, so for example, how does physical touch work when you're long distance? Blows my mind, right? How do I serve my partner or a person whose love language is physical touch when we're distance away?
Buy 'em a
And
body
like
pillow.
one of the things, right, a body pillow or like a blanket, different things that remind them of you that is also touch, or like physical touch to yourself can also be self-care in the form of giving yourself a facial
Or just
giving
being
your-
realistic
caressing
with
your
yourself.
skin in the
If you're a
shower.
physical touch person, being realistic with yourself that you might not be the type to be in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, too.
You get
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
Like,
and
good.
getting
That's
comfortable
good.
with
that
touching
might
yourself.
take too much of a toll on you.
And
you know
being
what I mean? Because
comfortable
that might make you
with
more
touching
prone
yourself.
to cheat,
Oops.
more prone to. You get what I'm saying? Like more
What you
prone.
say?
Go ahead.
Nope, I was like, you.
No, that's,
I wanna hear what you
that's
said.
real.
Say it
That's
again.
It's spicy,
You was
but it's
dropping
real.
some limits.
Oh yeah,
Some-
but I'm saying like for a physical touch person, a long distance relationship might be difficult. Not saying impossible, but it might be difficult because now you're leaving this person untouched. They might feel unloved just because y'all can't have that intimacy, which might lead them to be prone to cheating. You know, be prone to a person who they kind of just brush up against a little too often. You get what I mean? And so no, it's just everybody got self-controlling choices, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
knowing your love language can help you know if something is for you or not.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
What were you? Well, I was feeling you
You
were
was
gonna
saying something.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just
I know.
saying that it is also about being comfortable with touching yourself and being able to love and
What
caress
way?
yourself.
No,
Always.
seriously,
Always. I'm not even
Once
being
you
funny.
unlock that door,
Always. Like on some real
you don't need
tweet.
nobody.
Like on
I'm
some
talking
real
shit.
oops, there goes my shirt up over my head tweet. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
yeah, being
just
comfortable. Yeah.
loving on your rolls, loving on your crevices, just loving, you know, like, because that's another thing. That electricity from another person may not be as powerful if you are used to that electricity for yourself. And I don't mean specifically like that, but I do.
You
That
can say
is-
you
that's
gotta
a
know that.
masturbate. That
You
is
gotta
in
know
the
that too
category.
now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that is in the category, but I don't always mean that. But
No,
like,
yeah, for real.
just really, you know, how often do you get in the mirror and look at yourself and love
Yeah.
on yourself
Love
and
me.
rub on yourself?
Like I said,
Girl,
those
you know.
facials, that exfoliation, like
Yes.
just taking care of yourself from a touch perspective.
Yep.
That really blew my mind and changed so much when I started to just like, you know, love myself in each of these ways.
Like going to the spa, like people always laugh at me because they're
Yeah.
like, that's all you ever want to do. I know, but it activates my physical touch, love language for myself so much. Sitting in the jacuzzi, sitting under the little water pressure things, getting a massage, getting a scalp massage, getting a facial. Like it's just all about rubbing all over your body. So I agree. Like just really kind of getting into who you are.
Yep.
Okay, where were we at?
Kryptonite,
Kryptonite.
Jen.
Okay, so my kryptonite to my love language, which is acts of service, is I don't like for someone to ask me what I need, like because I don't ask people what they need. I see it.
You just
I observe
know.
it. I feel
Right.
it. So I be like, oh, you see, I need this. Like, why do you gotta ask me? So I just kind of get irritated with.
What do you think asking you means what? Like, is that rejection? Like, what does that mean?
I feel like it's. I don't want to say inconsiderate, but
Like
like
they
if
not
you
paying
consider,
attention.
yeah,
You just don't feel
Just-
seen.
And I even
Yeah.
feel like
They don't
I-
feel thoughtful.
Yeah, I even feel like with that with my children. I know they children, but I just be like, y'all see this stuff mommy go through? Like y'all don't
That's
see
so
this
real.
need to.
That's so real.
Like you don't know I want you to clean your room. Like you don't know that I want you to pick your wash the clothes. Like why do mommy have to do it? Come on. So I struggle with that, and I feel like that's a me thing.
No,
But I'm like,
I think that's
no,
you and
it's-
a lot of motherfuckers think.
Okay.
No, because
It's probably some both ends.
I feel,
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard a lot of mothers specifically make that complaint of like, why do I have to tell you that I need these things? Why do I have to tell you? Why do I have to tell you? Because I feel like I've even heard DJ say that before. Like, why do I have to tell you that I need you to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's not uncommon. And you know,
Okay. People just don't admit stuff. I think because I'm like I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
and
Well, I also think that Jen is an empath. Like, I think she a real empath.
I am. It's bad. So.
So, like, people who can feel everybody else's stuff, like, can feel what's needed. They
Yeah.
come into a room and they start feeling everything, like, and so I think because we even do it at work sometime. And I'm like, Jen, did you tell them? And she like, no, they supposed to. I'm like, baby, you have superhuman powers to be able to understand what everybody else
everybody
need in the
does
room.
not have that.
But everybody does not.
That's why
have
it's a
it.
kryptonite.
Yeah.
And so it's something to kind of think about.
I think if you really, I hate to be this person because like mushy and crazy, but I think if you really understood how much of a gift that is,
It is.
like you would give other people grace on just not having it,
And
It
stop
is
giving it out so much.
Yes, and stop giving it out so much
Yeah.
because just because you know don't mean you gotta do something about it.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying though, like that is truly a gift to be able to anticipate other people's needs. Like I can't even articulate that enough. So like just give it the credit that it's worth.
Okay.
Cause we ain't all got that, baby. That's
Noted.
like,
Thank you.
And
Thank
get
you.
it in
next
the spaces
level.
that
Because I just told
that
you,
it
baby, you
deserves
got to
to be.
tell me what you want, what you need.
Right.
I got you. So yeah.
Like Jen be thinking of stuff. I just had a big conference. She was trying to think of stuff that I would need before I would need it. Like there were moments that I would stop and be like, did I ask you for that? Like she'd be like, no, but I thought you. I didn't. No. Go put it back. Go put it back. Don't even. We're gonna undo your
Overthink it.
kindness
Yeah.
because you
overthinking.
But it's a beautiful trait.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful trait.
But while you all on Jim case,
I'm
what's your
coming.
shit?
I'm coming. My kryptonite is that I am an overthinker and an overcommunicator. So because I am so big with words of affirmation, and I'm so big with communicating, like my rejection and my abandonment issues, like from childhood, forces me to communicate so much more. Like I over communicate. Like even. So I just put together this big conference. This lady came up to me at the conference and was like, I just want you to know you are the most thorough person I've ever communicated with. And it was funny, but I was like, huh? And she was like, girl, you sent out an email and gave every little detail you thought anybody would ever think of. And I did. I spent
don't
hours.
ask me no questions.
I spent hours thinking like what possibly could come up in their brain and making sure I constructed it.
That sound like me.
The truth, I know, but the truth of the matter is that one lady thought it was great. Mostly other people never read that shit. It was too long.
So
You know
I
what I
have a
mean? Like,
question.
it's too much.
Do you feel like so if a person came up to you and like told you that you did not communicate something effectively, does that feel like a failure?
Yes,
Almost
it
like,
bothers me because how did I not? I thought of everything I could think of.
So when a person says, because
What do you
I know
mean?
you and I do a lot of
Yeah.
work with you or whatever, and it really gets under her skin when people say they didn't know or they didn't
does.
hear or they didn't. And so like putting it all together is like that's because she feels like she failed if you tell her she didn't communicate
Yeah,
something.
because I want to know why.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And we like business
Also-
partners, and so that's
Yeah.
important to know.
Even when I
Nice.
communicate, I don't know if you pay attention. I always ask for clarity. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you doing? Are you doing that? Does this this add up? Am I explaining this correctly? I
Because
do
you
that
also
a
need
lot.
that affirmation that you communicated effectively.
Yep.
And like it's all affirmations.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to know along the way. I need to know.
Which is
1A,
why we work
1B,
well together, because
1C.
I be tell me what you need, and baby Destiny gonna tell you what she
tell you.
need today, tomorrow, and next week.
twice.
Twice, and I be like,
And I
"Bet."
might print it out and hand it to you. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But the problem is I overthink. So, like, example, my husband, completely opposite. Like, and he'd be like, huh? Like, I'm like, did you get steps 1 through 13? Yeah, 1, 13. No. I need 2 through 12
Yeah.
too. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking to me
Talking about
about? Like,
113.
and he'd be pissed. Oh, he can't stand it. So, there is a such thing as over communicating. There is a such thing as overthinking, and
Yeah.
I bring that to the table every time.
I mean, that happens. Okay, all right. So I think that was like really good superpower kryptonite discussion, and we actually unlocked like some great conversations with that because we uncovered that it comes through in your work relationships, in your romantic relationships, obviously, but also parenting relationships as well. So the love language thing goes far beyond just dating or liking somebody.
Yeah.
Like it's embedded in how you communicate with everybody. So I'm really happy that we having this discussion. So I mean, we could get right into the discussion questions, right?
Yeah, we
So,
spent a long time on our kryptonite.
Yeah, and I think we all talked about it a little bit, but so my love languages, I would say I'm gonna give 2. My love languages are definitely physical touch.
Oh, what's your giving and your receiving? Sorry.
Explain. Oh, how do I give love? And then, my give love is gifts for sure. I buy a motherfucker something quick.
That is your gift. That is.
Yeah. It's like I buy something for somebody and I can't wait to tell them I got them something. I got you something. I got you something. And you got to open it right now. Your birthday can be in 2 months. We're opening it now.
Yep.
Oh,
For real.
Dead ass. Yeah, I'm one of those people, and I get excited about them too.
Yep.
So gifts, and definitely, I would say, that's my giving.
That's your giving. Yep. What's your receiving?
Physical touch.
Okay.
If my husband don't touch me in a day, he could smack me on the ass. He probably smack me across the face as long as you touched me today. But no, like for real, like if I don't get that like physical connection, I start to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, so that's me.
Okay. Gabby, what's your giving, your receiving?
I like to receive quality time, and I like to give acts of service.
Okay. Okay. Love
So I don't always have time to give other people, to be honest. But when I give it to you, it's going to be quality, and that's just that. So I rather prefer to, like, I also can, like, see what people need, and especially if it's in the moment, or I'm always going to do that. Like, I always feel way better, like, doing something for someone.
I got you. Okay. I love that.
Jim,
Okay.
what's your giving and receiving?
giving is acts of service, even though I kind of like it too, but I give it more than I receive it. Receiving is quality time, but it's only in giving is universal with everybody, but quality time is only like with a mate. I don't need to have quality time with my friends.
Okay.
That's valid.
So what about receiving?
Not all the time. It's not bad. It's
So
not.
what
like,
about your friends?
I
What's
am
a
an
big
offended
one?
friend.
Because
we
she
had
like,
quality time the other day?
So
I
you really are an acts of service girly through and through, giving
Yep.
and receiving. That's
Yeah,
what
she
you would
is.
prefer.
Yeah.
'Cause don't say I don't receive it that much. Like, you really want that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I
Yes.
give so
Come on,
much.
Gabs.
Yeah.
I give so much all the time, but I give people grace on nobody is like me. They can't give it like me.
They can though.
They can't. Some
Come
people
on,
can.
y'all.
Yeah, you deserve
Yes,
acts of
and you
service
need
if
to
that's
think
what you
so.
want.
Come on, Mama D.
Okay.
I
Yes.
deserve. Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, it is
deserve.
baby, listen, let me tell you something.
Maybe I deserve.
Baby, it is plenty of motherfuckers out here who will wait on you hand and foot as long as they know that you love them and ain't
will.
going nowhere.
And will.
It's just about making sure that we take the time to vet that motherfucker out. You gotta weed through the bullshit. And you in Detroit, baby, so it's a lot of bullshit. But I absolutely believe that that's. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
love mixing people together, child. Get it together.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I know.
So, man, listen.
I'm better than what I used to be.
I'm gonna start me a matchmaking service. Period.
I thought about that too, for
I got
real.
a friend
People be
now,
asking
though.
me too
Dead
much.
I got
ass.
a little friend now.
Okay, little friend.
Come on, little friend.
Little friend, if you watching this.
Sorry. We just talked about this little. You can't. You know, we always
Oh,
call
we
me and
do
little.
say
and this
little.
friend.
You got a big friend.
Okay, I got a friend.
I mean,
I
but
mean,
is
what pressure he applying?
I was just about to say, is he big stepping?
Is he big stepping or
He's
some little nigga shit?
quiet. He's
So-
quiet.
But that
I
don't
talked
mean he
yesterday
ain't
about that.
stepping. Is he
That
stepping?
right.
He's stepping.
Is he big stepping? He can quietly big step. It's a lot of Bigfoot quiet
I
people.
married a
stepping.
Bigfoot
stepping.
quiet nigga.
He's stepping. I ain't gonna say
Cause
big.
baby be stepping. He ain't gonna say much, but he steps. You
Okay.
feel me?
Yeah, he's stepping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Quiet,
But yeah.
quietly.
I don't even know what
got a
we
big
talking
friend.
about.
Gee, you nasty! She talking about girl. Okay, big friend. I love when I sneak the tea out of a motherfucker. I love it.
Hey.
All right, Des.
You let her get you.
Giving and receiving.
You let her get you.
That ain't gonna be the last
Oh
time
no
I'm
no
on
no!
her ass
I'll
now.
say it now.
I'm on that ass now. Go ahead, Des.
Oh, I'll say it now.
Giving and receiving. My giving is acts of service. That's probably it. Acts of service. With a little bit of quality time. I'm gonna go back and forth with that. As I've gotten older, quality
that cancer.
time is just not available. as
You just a
much.
busy motherfucker.
So
Yeah.
acts of service, I be using acts of service to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, push it in a little bit. Like
That's big.
I can't stay as long, but let me do this for you.
But I'm gonna turn her while I'm here, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna give you everything I can. My niece is one of the big ones because I wish I could do more quality time. So when she do shit like, Titi, can you buy me a computer? You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like, I gotta go buy a damn computer, but it's okay. What was that? Giving, receiving is words of affirmation.
Okay.
I need to know. I gotta hear it. Literally, I know. Like, my husband is not a talker, so like we literally had to have discussions about. I need to hear it from your voice. From your mouth. Like, I know. And he's like, you already know I love you.
And
I
say
don't
it like
give a
you
shit.
fucking mean it.
I need you to say it.
Say it with your chest.
And don't let me coach you. So it can't be right now. So now you got to wait a couple hours.
Yep.
Set an alarm in your phone. Until I don't think about it and do it again. I need to hear it. Like, that's a real ass thing. I need to hear it. Like,
the producer be yelling at me for yelling in the mic, and I just yell. I'm so sorry.
he said something.
I feel like I be needing all of them though. I know that's not a real thing.
I think we all doing
I
some
think I be
level.
needing,
Maybe,
especially
because I be needing a good gift for 2. Okay.
Or
And
3
I
or
ain't a
4.
gift girl, but
Or
I
5
need
or
a gift for
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
20.
10.
If you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, where do you think your love language comes from?
Don't scream into the mic. He's so petty.
I've read somewhere before
He's petty. I wish y'all could see that.
that your love language comes from what you lacked as a child.
Yeah.
Right.
I think so too.
And-
I'm having an epiphany right now as we talking. It's actually very sad. Go ahead.
You gonna share?
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. You go first, because I don't know how I'm gonna dig into mine yet.
Oh yeah, physical touch definitely comes from being abandonment issues, 100%. Like, you know, if you watch this show, I don't know if I've said it before or not, but if
going
you
through my
watch
own
this show,
epiphany.
like my parents weren't involved in my life like that. I was raised by my grandparents, and you know, my grandparents is baby boomers, baby. They was getting a job done. It wasn't a bunch of huggy, touchy, lovey-dovey, Philly. You know, I just didn't grow up in that environment. It was loving, and I got everything I needed, but it wasn't, you know,
Touchy.
right? And abandonment issues. That's really where it came from. And so now I got to be touched all the time.
Agreed.
And then
so,
how do you touch somebody and you don't know how the effect of it. Like, you don't know to give people what you want. You want it, but it's hard to give it.
Yeah, so
hard.
and that's a big thing for me too, because growing up, me being standoffish was like a thing. Like, people knew at family reunions, like, I don't do kisses. Even as a kid, people would kiss me and don't kiss
In front of
me.
their face?
Yeah.
Like, see, look at her in front of their face.
Yeah.
See, look at her, how her brain, like, it's just how everybody brain do something different.
Definitely though. Like, it was like a thing. I was not like that kid or whatever. But the truth of the matter is that I was kind of just waiting for somebody to make me feel safe in being like feel safe in what I needed and being able to just be okay with like asking for that. Like, you know, being asked to be held every day is not asking for too much.
Yep.
You have to like learn that because you lacked
Yeah.
it and you was starved. I was starved of it as a kid. So now I want it all the time. And thank God my husband don't make me feel no way about it. He just be, girl, come on, just. And he'll fall asleep doing it. But shit, here, girl.
I love that.
Because it ain't gonna hurt me to do it. That's the problem.
Exactly.
And I love
It
you,
ain't gonna
and that's
hurt
what
him
you
to do
want.
it. Exactly. So, yeah, definitely that's where that comes from. I mean, you know, I'm having that epiphany here, but.
That's tough. I think I just had an epiphany as well. And I realized that I overly give, to your point too, sometimes acts of service, because like sometimes like that, right? Like that is what I do like to receive in quality time. I do think that, like, you know, I like grew up doing so much because I also like grew up with ADHD, so like I'm neurodivergent, so my mom had to keep me busy, right? And in that, like, you know, that just means that you don't get a lot of quality time because you're rushing to all the things, Saturday programs, everything. You're literally busy. But then outside of that, I think, again, going back to the acts of service, like, in my childhood trauma, I think I wanted people to understand what I had gone through without telling them. And so all of the things I needed, I never got because I held that in for so long. And I'm always then the friend doing the most for others because I know what it feels like to not have someone do for me.
Yep.
I am.
Absolutely.
That's gross.
Yeah.
That's depressing as hell.
Like, that's gross.
Oh my God.
Where do you
Wow.
think
Let me take
yours
a
came
drink.
from? GM.
Definitely childhood, because I always seen my mother giving and giving and giving and doing and doing and doing, and then I also seen her struggling and
Yeah.
you know wanting wanting help, but she didn't have the help.
Yep.
So I always felt like, oh, I gotta have good grades. I gotta make sure this clean and make sure this, make sure I'm not upsetting her. I used to always feel like I don't want her. She already stressed out coming in the house. I don't want to stress her out even more. And because of that, I do that to my children. Like, don't y'all see what might be going through? And it's not good. So it's trauma.
It just is. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's not good. It just is. Just be. Just be.
Yeah.
Don't judge it.
Yeah.
Just
Feeling
be.
every feel.
Just
Yeah.
1%
Yeah.
better every day. Like that's literally all we
Yeah. Listen, every kid gonna have some shit they talking to their therapist
Right.
about. That's how it
Yep.
works.
That's
Sorry,
sorry, we
you
didn't
gotta
do it
You're
on
gonna be
purpose.
in, listen, you're gonna be in a rap song or a diary
something.
entry or something.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
shit, you
I didn't do it
ain't
on
to
purpose.
that, didn't you?
I didn't do
how
it
it
today. Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. Shoot,
Yeah, you doing your best. That's all you can do.
Okay.
Yep.
And they gonna love the beautiful moments and the not so
Right.
beautiful moments they gonna learn from.
And them, listen, them kids doing all right. I seen them on Facebook. They all got your face. And their faces is clean. Their asses is washed. Them
right.
clothes clean.
And their hair
they
paid
well
for it.
fed.
And them
Their
hair
hair
paid
done.
Paid for
They
it.
all right. They is all right.
And it's a lot of them motherfuckers too.
It is all with your face.
It's literally
Woo,
like
baby.
face. I'm like,
Baby.
damn, Jennifer, you really made a bunch of you.
Yeah.
Like, they all look
It's
just
5
like
of them,
her.
Gabby.
5 girls that
Five
look
girls.
like
5 girls. Wow.
And it's like pace. Like if she stands there, she copy, paste. They all
That's
they just
insanity.
get smaller and smaller.
Sidebar.
Little
Sidebar. I was at church and Wesley was there the other day, and we walked in children's church, and they was like, "Oh, these kids look just like you, but they look like him. Oh, this your husband?" I was like,
No. You ain't say no?
he ain't say no either.
You say no.
She asked you.
You say no with your chest. What we just
I
say?
was like,
With
no.
your chest.
No. And I know little no. Big no.
Big no.
I wish you could have said hell no or fuck no. Say no.
I'm like, oh, I always
Break
be the one
your
to say
tongue.
no.
Big
Trying to
G
say
is single out here, okay?
I always be the one to say no, but I was like, this time, I was like, oh my God, why did you walk in here?
People nosy. They be
Hey.
saying bold
Yeah.
stuff. They nosy.
I'd have been like,
Okay. Where do my
You
love
don't see-
languages come
it's
from?
imaginary.
My love languages, same. Trauma. What is up? We
Yeah.
need to.
we
gotta
ain't think
dig
this
deep.
topic through. This
We
is supposed to be
didn't.
fun.
We gotta dig through this. So my words of affirmation, absolutely, positively, directly, learning epiphany right now comes straight from my childhood trauma. So my dad, great guy, but dealing with some drugs and stuff like that. But none of that matters. His style of communication is avoidance. Like, it just is. It has always been. It's a big thing for him. And there's a bunch of reasons that I can go into as to why. But avoidant people trigger the mess out of me.
Yeah, me too.
And it's one of my husband's
Defense
forms of communication, especially when we arguing. He shut right down, and baby, it sends me. But that's also why I over communicate. That's why I want to be a cheerleader. That's why I need those words of affirmation, because I need the reassurance constantly. Because if you get too quiet,
What's wrong?
I'm a little worried. What you over there
Yeah.
thinking about?
Me too.
What's
Me
going
too.
on? I did check in.
You trying to get a way out?
Boop
What you
boop. This
doing
on?
here?
Can you hear me? What's
Do you still
happening?
love me? Are we still married?
Are we still married?
Do you still like cheeseburgers? I can make you a cheeseburger.
Okay, legit. That is
See
me.
grills and onions?
It
That
is
is
so crazy.
me. So I be around, and then the thing is, I be around just affirming my husband. He don't even care. He don't give a shit. Like, he really don't be thinking about me. Be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
And moving on. I be so depleted. Like, that was a good pep talk. Like, I brought my good words.
This
Right,
was
bro.
halftime.
That made me feel
That was
good.
halftime. What
feel
he was
good
in the
about that.
playoffs.
I rubbed your back and shit while I did it. What are you? How you
Caress.
just walk
Not
away
just
from
a
me?
rub,
Like,
Because
correct.
listen,
don't make sense.
Jay don't be absorbing my hugs. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I be giving him all titty rock hug. He
Him.
be
And be done.
strong ass hug.
Do you
Melt.
hold
What are you doing? Melt
Do you
into
hold
this.
him? Do you hold him? You
Let
should
me
just rub
hold
down
you.
and rub down.
Baby.
No.
He is silly.
And Elijah's love language is physical touch. So I can rub his head and he melts. But I done gave this nigga the pep talk of the world and it meant nothing. And it just be breaking my little soul. Like, I be like, I literally be offended. Like, come on.
Man.
Just rub your little scalp so you
Yeah.
can leave me alone. Like,
Yep.
Shoot, but either way, it just is what it is. It's, okay.
And I think we talked about the next question a bit.
Yeah, where do you think your love languages come from? Yeah, we kind of just basically talked about that.
We just talked about, no, I asked her, I'm talking about what's the hardest love language for you to deal with. We just talked about that.
Oh. The hardest love language for you to deal with? Mine is physical touch.
Yeah.
I can't deal with y'all.
You don't like
No, I'm gonna echo that. I'm gonna echo physical touch and
Physical touch.
no shade. A little bit of words of affirmation.
Okay.
Not because I do appreciate that, but I don't always need it. And so sometimes I do be like, I you know what it is, especially when I'm busy, right? Like if I'm in a season
agree.
where like I'm busy and I'm
I don't wanna hear
working
that shit.
and I don't feel like I have the capacity to always just be praising you, I'm gonna need you to know. I'm gonna need you to know like that I just can't, like, babe, you know
Yep.
I love you. I know I didn't tell you today, but like I
Baby,
told
we
you
would never
That
yesterday.
wouldn't fly with Destiny.
I was like, we would never make it. I'd be like, but you
I already
can tell
told y'all.
me.
Yeah. I already
tell
told
me you
y'all it's
love me.
for me it's the acts of service. And the thing is I don't have an issue doing the acts.
Yeah.
You got to tell me, Pookie.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to
Why
communicate
is
to me
that?
what you need.
What sign are you?
Gemini.
That's
Don't judge me. Do
Joker.
not, because
Remember I called you Joker last time.
But you know what? No, I really do believe that you have to teach people how to love you.
You do.
You
Yeah.
know, because
Like,
everybody's just not gonna know. Like my mom always says to me sometimes, like she's like, I don't have a crystal ball. Like they don't have a crystal ball, and it's like you don't know. And even though I enjoy doing acts of service for others, I genuinely prefer to know. Because to your point, those words of affirmations, like. I just need to know that I'm doing the right thing. I do
Yeah.
like words of affirmation to keep me going. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need it all the time, but every now I like benchmarks, right? Like
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
I'm like a performer.
Gotcha.
So like I need to know if this act of service that I'm doing is good or not,
Yeah.
or otherwise like I feel lost.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because then that
Okay.
doesn't make me feel like I'm doing my acts of service well.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good.
And
That's
the thing
good.
is,
I guess I
like
get it. I get
with
it.
my husband, acts of service is like easier at this point because we live together. I know his routine and the things that he, requires to get his routine done for the most part. But number one, this is something that I had to learn from him that I'm still learning every day. But number two, just generally, like I said, I just need to be communicated with what you need, because I think maybe because I get caught in the trying to take care of myself and make sure I'm okay. Like, just the independence of life. Like, I got to go to work.
Survival.
These bills. Yeah, like just surviving. It's hard for me to look at a person, read their whole situation down, and try to predict what they might need when you can just say, hey, I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can communicate. Like,
But
I'm
what if
here
you
for
can't
you.
provide what they need though? Like you.
I had to tell them I ain't got it. I mean,
Well, you're not the. Then that,
I'm not the person.
You're not
to
the
provide-
person that God needs to provide that.
Yeah.
So one thing
Yep.
that I had to learn, especially in my personal like romantic relationship, is that I'm not the answer to everything.
Yeah.
And like there's some things that Elijah's gonna go through that I
Cannot
will not
fix.
be the person to fix. There
Yep.
might be somebody else. It might be a coworker. It might be a friend. It might be a family member.
it might just be him
might
himself.
It might be him. It might be a stranger.
Yep.
Which I really struggle with. That'd be cause the fuck. But not you the better nigga.
I
off the
am
street.
your world.
That's
The fuck?
true. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like that's
Yeah.
one thing. Like you might not be. You just might not be the answer, and that's
Yeah.
okay too.
Yeah.
But I think that comes from perfectionism.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, one thing that I recently learned also is like in talking to my therapist and in dating, you begin to like lean on people for certain things, right? And like those acts of service or whatever your love language is that you need. I think, right, like I was at a point one time I was dating this one person and quality time is a thing for me. And so, like, there will be moments where, like, we didn't have that. And I would just be like, well, I'm feeling kind of frustrated. And my therapist was like, she really gave me a gem with this one. She was like, why don't you do that for yourself?
Ooh,
And not
child.
even knowing that, like, this wasn't even going to be my person. But literally every time, like, we didn't have quality time, I would give myself quality time in the form of self-care and self-love. It's like I would do a facial. I would do the baths. I would do, like, the journaling. I would do those
good.
things because the reality is, to your point, Maisha, there are times where, like, we all gonna fall from grace. Even if we are the masters of acts of service, whatever the love language is, we're gonna fall from grace at a certain time. Again, when I get in my busy seasons, my acts of service is not always on point. My quality time not always on point, right? And so when that happens, then we get mad at the person, right? Because they're not providing for us when, like, you know, we're all going through things too. And so, like, I've learned now to give myself also all of these love languages. Because, like we said, at times we need all of them. So I do be buying myself gifts.
Okay.
So I do be giving myself quality time.
And having your partner or whoever it is show you or showing them by doing it for yourself teaches them how to do it for you.
I think so too.
So for instance, if you see a woman and you know, like, oh, she likes to get her nails done, her hair needs to be done, she needs to go to the spa, she cares about her soaps, her lotions, her loofah, whatever. She's a physical touch person. So maybe that's what I need. You know, that's how I step in and make myself useful or show that I'm paying attention or whatever and displaying that thoughtfulness.
That's the best way to teach a person.
Yeah, because the thing is you talking at them all the time feels like scolding, especially if they feel like they can't figure it out. But if they can just watch you love yourself and just copy what you do for yourself, it gives them an answer key. But if you're not loving on yourself and then you mad at them for not loving on you and they like, you don't even know how to do it. How you going to tell me how to do it?
My ex-husband told me that I loved him the way I wanted to, not the way he wanted me to. And I'm like, I felt like that junk killed me, but you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. You don't express nothing. Like,
that's what I be saying.
Like, what? And the thing
you got to tell me, honey.
But certain stuff used to make me think this is what you want. I'm not eating if you have food ready after 5 o'clock. So I had the food ready. I tried to have the food ready. So I'm like, so you don't want the food? So that's not what you really want. This is just
you are hungry. You want to control.
So I don't. So I'm like, but you're not saying. You're not saying you like just like a strong, hard, manly man. Don't touch my face. So I'm like, I ain't never kiss him because I didn't. You don't want your face touched. Then you gonna tell me you never kissed me. How did I know you want to be kissed?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. But so now I'm like real conscious of. Worrying about what you need. More so than, you know.
Okay. So I feel that. Well, that brings us into the last segment, the Fantastic Four. So Des, I'm gonna let you explain what this segment is and how we play.
All right. So y'all know we love you know, at the end of the day, we Superwoman, whether we like to be or not. So let's talk a little bit about what is the Fantastic Four in relation to love language. So what are 4 ways that a person can make you feel loved with your specific love language? Missy, go.
I already told y'all the hugs, baby. Hugs, a lot of hugs. I love my feet rubbed. I love my scalp rubbed. And I like fucking too, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, period.
Between quality time and acts of service, like I get really busy at times. So like if you could just pick up, right, like on those things, especially like when I'm having a rough or hard day. Quality time, even again, quality is the action verb here, right? So like I'm having a rough day, you see me in tears, literally that quality 5 minutes will do it for me. And then I am a foodie. So to the people that think that food is their love language, no, like if you see that I haven't eaten, feed me, please.
Right.
That was 3, but more time.
Okay. All right. Double on time. Okay.
Mine is, wait a minute, let me go in order. Consistency, consideration, compassion, communication. And I like having sex too, but what I discovered is that I don't think it's the sex. I think it's I like sex, but I think it's the passion with the sex. Like it's the touching and the talking and the
intimacy.
Yeah, and you want me, you desire me. I think that's what it is. But definitely
same thing
I need
with the physical touch with me. Like it can't just be bang, bang, bang. You need to have a lot of touching involved.
Words of affirmation on the sex. If you never
or if you just a dirty talker, baby.
Oh, go ahead. You gotta tell me this is the best you ever had thow.
So my 4, you better mean it.
And I know it's gonna be because I'm gonna make it.
Because I'm gonna be like, why? I didn't prove it.
Oh, I know why.
No, you love this? Yeah, I love it. Why?
You love?
Fantastic Four. Fuck that. Name 4 cereals.
No, you gotta say it nice. You gotta say it nice.
Okay. Ooh. My 4.
Smell good.
4 ways a person can make me feel loved. words of affirmation, regularly, like, just let me know, hey, babe, okay, so don't give me no fake ass words of affirmation. Like, I don't want no bullshit.
You is smart.
Yeah,
You
don't give me no
bullshit.
you smart.
You
no,
love
I
me
don't.
this much?
No.
You love me this.
No, so listen, she's saying that because that's a thing that I asked my husband, like, how much do you love me? And if he come up with something different or some bullshit, I'm gonna be like, nope, you lying. I ain't accepting it. It ain't welcome into the world of affirmation. But seriously, my words of affirmation, like, but in the words, I just need to know that I feel seen. Like, it's really just about feeling seen.
Me too.
I need you to be like, hey, babe, I see you've been working super hard. I ordered dinner tonight. Or, hey, babe, you're
See
the
me.
bomb. Like, I see that you are making these sacrifices, blah, blah, blah. So, words of affirmation, I really do, honestly, physical touch, like, hold me. I'm a strong-ass woman. So, I'm usually very busy, usually running. I usually got 10 things on my mind. So if you slow me down and just hold
Slow
me,
me, baby.
like, just hold me. Slow me. Slow me is one, and then
let me
hold
write that
me is
down.
a different
Slow
one.
me.
Yeah.
Slow me.
Slow
hold
me is a big one. And then I'm gonna say my fourth one.
Let's give an
is
R&B song.
Really just slow me. And then my last one is really just I'm gonna take it back to, I'm lying. Words of affirmation during sex specifically. That's a different
Yeah.
Like what?
category.
What kind of words?
What kind? I want to know what type of words you want to hear.
Anything,
Boy, you know this ass super fake. I ain't lying.
I'd have been waiting on this all
Possibly.
day, baby.
But honestly, I
Like,
don't
you
even-
are a
I don't
queen. You so amazing.
I don't even need that.
No?
It don't
But
even
you
have to be
tell
a
me what
queen
you
or
need. I
amazing.
can't.
I just need to know that you're enjoying yourself. Like, men are so like, so like they don't express anything.
You want them to be like,
So you want them all?
I was about to say, I'm
She wants that- you want
take
that-
you
you want
somewhere.
that-
Like, this pussy so good.
Yes, let me
Yeah.
know. Let you.
Oh
I just
my
need you to
God.
let me
It's
know.
so wet.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I need some
Waterfall.
verbal.
I
falsetto.
I just need some
falsetto.
audio.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
I just need some audio. That's all I got. But
Some
them are my
falsetto.
4. But
Okay, ladies. That
I
was
like that
a-
slow me, hold me. Who said that?
Me,
The
I
R&B
do too.
singer
I
over
like
here.
to hold me.
Quality
Should I
time.
text that to my friend?
Okay, so
My big friend.
but big friend, slow and hold. Okay, y'all. So I just want to thank y'all. That was a great conversation.
good.
It was really good. This, my emotions was up and then.
So should sex be
Yeah.
a, what's the name?
No, it's physical touch. It's in there.
But yeah, okay, ladies. So thank you so much for this wonderful
What can we all
conversation on our love languages. I feel like I know all you ladies a little bit better.
I know
after we
myself
talked
a little
today.
bit better.
I hope I got to say something too,
Good.
y'all.
So,
The other person have to understand at
All
least
I
try
want-
your love language. Try to understand.
thanks for that.
Sorry.
Jen.
Sorry.
But yeah, so ladies, if you haven't, take your time. It's some quizzes online and all of that for you to figure out what your love languages are. And then do some digging to figure out where that comes from, what trauma it might come from, why you need it, and what makes it harder on you. All these things.
And have the conversation with the important relationships in your life. Sit down with your girlfriends and ask them. Sit down with your man, ask them. Sit down with your whoever and ask them. Like, have that conversation. Print out the little meme with the 5. You ain't even got to do the whole book, but sit down and intentionally have a conversation. That's the thing.
Yeah. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today on the Surviving Superwoman Show. Once again, it's your girl, Missy, and I'm going to let Des take us out.
All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Missy. It is your girl, Des. Who's over there?
It's your girl, Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. Who's over there?
Y'all friend Jen.
Okay, y'all friend Jen. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And then I just want y'all to know if you want to catch us wherever, at any time, any place, check out goldengirlsgroup.org. We on Apple, we on Spotify, we everywhere that you listen to podcasts. But in case you can't remember, goldengirlsgroup.org is the spot. And we'll get you there. GGG. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.